What? What's happening? Stone Cologne 316 here. What? What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Really quick, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. It would help out the channel. Welcome back. We're doing our stunners of the week, number 9. Can't believe we've done 9 weeks already, dude. That's how quick 9 weeks fly by. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had an interesting weekend. It was mostly good, but yeah, just a little hectic this weekend. But we're all good. We're all healthy. We're all, doing the best we can. So, but yeah, another great smelling week. There is some redundancy from the last couple weeks, but there's also some stuff that I haven't worn. Some new stuff that I've been testing out. So yeah, I want to get into that. I won't keep too much of your time, so I'll try to make these shorter and shorter by the week because I tend to ramble a lot. But without further ado, let's just get into it. This is Stunners of the Week, number 9, the weekly fragrance rotation. Let's do it. What? Starting off on Monday. My last Stunners of the Week video, I mentioned at the end that I was wearing it that day, but it's from the house of Boucheron. It's Singulier. Talked about this one a little bit. You take Cool Water, Dior Sauvage, and Dunhill Blue, put it all in one bottle. Make it a little earthy. Bring out the patchouli a little bit more. It's a banger. This is a banger, guys. I think this is a safe blind buy. I mean, you can get it for the $20 range. It's pretty high quality for being a cheap freshie. But oh man, citruses with bergamot, grapefruit. There's some juniper berry in here. Some lavender, heavy lavender, some sage. Again, it's got the blue mass appeal kind of vibe to it, but it matures it up a bit. It makes it a little bit more semi barbershoppy. So if you're looking if you're looking for something that is not too like mature smelling but not too youthful, this is a great one to check out. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's woody. It's got some vetiver and cedarwood at the bottom, so just a really good. It smells more like Cool Water than anything, which is just more of a barbershop type of vibe. Cool Water, and then mix some like Sauvage and Dunhill Blue. It's got that vibe. So that's what I wore on Monday. Boucheron Singulier. Check that one out. And then out the shower, this is one that I don't think I really talked about yet. Maybe I have briefly, but I wore this out the shower Monday night. It's Hugo Boss Bottled Unlimited. Very fruity, little sweet, some woody. It's very musky, very fresh. This actually has some pretty good staying power. Got some mint in there, some violet leaf. It's very fresh and minty and fruity up top, fruity minty, and then it dries down into a little bit of that Boss Bottle DNA, the original Boss Bottled. It still has the cinnamon. It's got a little bit of rose in there. It's not prevalent, so you can like barely detect it, but it's got a slight floral vibe to it. It's got some cistus at the bottom, another floral note. A little pineapple. So that's where the sweetness is with the pineapple. Very good stuff. I mean, I think this was hyped at one point. I don't know if I believe that they reformulated it because the Unlimited used to be in green and now it's in black. I don't even know if they're still making this, but this is a great, just dumb reach type of fruity, woody, a little spicy kind of fragrance. Again, it still has that Boss Bottle DNA in there. It's not prevalent, but it's it's there where it does fit well into the line, the original Boss Bottle line. I know Boss Bottled, they're going for it, man. They're trying to knock it out of the park with some heavy duty like patchouli based fragrances. Um, the only thing is, it's like the more and more you start making these flankers, the more and more you're getting away from the actual DNA. This one doesn't. This one doesn't stray away, but I wore that out the shower. Just wanted something fresh and clean, fruity a little bit. Only did like 3 or 4 sprays because this does have some staying power to it. So check that out. Hugo Boss, Boss Bottled, Unlimited. I wore that out the shower Monday night. Moving into Tuesday. Channel favorite. Bentley for Men Black Edition. I did a list of versatile, long-lasting fragrances. They can work all year round. This one made it. I won't cover too much. This stuff is one of my favorites. Versace Dylan Blues, Granddaddy, heavy violet leaf, dry wood, some spices, some violet, very fresh, woody, very mature smelling, but it's my jam. I absolutely love this stuff. Bentley for Men Black Edition, wore that Tuesday during the day. And then I kept it up with the fresh, spicy, woody kind of vibe. And again, this one pretty much makes my fragrance rotation every week. Ralph Lauren Safari for Men. Just, you guys know how I feel about this one. You guys know how I feel about Bentley for Men Black Edition. But this stuff is a classic. It's so damn good. Fresh, woody, spicy. It's got some leather. It's got a lot of green notes, some lavender. It's got a lot going on. Oh man, it's just so damn good. Like I'm addicted to this stuff. Like seriously. Like if I do a backup bottle worthy video, this is gonna make it. It's probably gonna be number one. But yeah, man, came out in '92. Smells like the '90s. Got that masculine kind of fougere barbershop slight type of vibe to it. But it's modern. It's a modern classic in my eyes. So Ralph Lauren Safari for Men. Get your nose on it. If you like the old school scents, safe blind buy. I don't know where you can get this sampled, but Aura Fragrance has a full size bottle tester for like $36. So if you want to pull the trigger and you want to know how this smells, pull the trigger. Let me know. But yeah, Ralph Lauren Safari for Men, wore that out the shower Tuesday night. Moving into Wednesday, I ended up getting some Zaharoff samples, and I did wear quite a few Zaharoffs this week. So, but this one it's a new release from Zaharoff. It's Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme Extreme. It's a sample. You can't even see it. I wore this. I did a full wearing on it on Wednesday, and throughout the week, I kind of sprayed it on my hand just to kind of, test it out. And so I wanted to spend some time with it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a huge fan of this one. It's very heavy medicinal oud up top, and it stays with the fragrance for like it stays half the longevity on me on it. And it's like, it's a very potent oud. It's pretty funky. It kind of, on my skin, it kind of smells like burnt tires. It's not my thing. Like the dry down is great though, but then you realize it dries down in a signature pour homme, which I already have. So it's really, for me, it's not doing too much. And this is, again, guys, this is a prime example why you should be sampling and not blind buying stuff like this. Because I used to, and there's probably 1 or 2 Zaharoffs that I'm not a huge fan of that I have full bottles of, like Citrine. I'm not a big fan of that, and it's not the fragrance. It's just, it's my taste. It's not anything that I gravitate towards. And I've spent some time with it, and But the couple times that I've actually like worn this on skin, I did a full wearing. And Wednesday when I did a full wearing, I went a little nose blind to it. But then, at the end of the day, I kind of got wafts of the dry down, and I'm like, oh, it's signature pour homme. So to me, yes, it's a slightly darker, more animalic version of signature pour homme, but there's no lavender in here. Um, it's very good. It's just I don't think I'm gonna get a full bottle of it. So there's something about it. It's just not grabbing me like signature pour homme is. Like, and I almost pulled the trigger and blind bought a bottle because I was like, oh, I love signature pour homme. An extreme version, fuck yeah, let's go. And something told me to sample it. So I think my buddy Derek, he blind bought it, and he was, he's kind of on the fence too. But I totally get what he was telling me. It's just there's something about it that's just not, it's not hitting our palate. Um, but that's okay. We're not going to like everything. So it's not a bad fragrance. It's a very good fragrance. It's just, I don't think it's something I need in my collection right now. So Wednesday, I went with Signature Pour Homme Extreme or Signature Extreme. Um, Again, get your nose on. Do what I did. I bought a $7 sample from George's website, 3 ml. Get your nose on that just to experience it. So I'm still going to spend a little bit more time with it, but that oud in the opening is just not. It's making me kind of like I'm not sold on it. So, but anyway, that's what I wore during the day on Wednesday, and then out the shower. I didn't really want to wear this, but then like I sniffed the cap and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to wear this. And my wife is a big fan of this, but I wore Bvlgari Pour Homme, the original from 1995. Um, Russell's barking. So this has like a nice tea note. It's very fresh, spicy, woody, and green. Epitome of fresh, spicy, woody, and green. There's a tea note in here. There's some bergamot. There's some woods. It's very musky. It's got some pretty, got a lot of notes in it. Um, but really, it reminds me of like a Versace Mano Fresh Granddaddy. That's what this is. How Belly for Men Black Edition is Versace Dylan Blue's Granddaddy. This is Versace Mano Fresh's Granddaddy. It has that same Mano Fresh DNA kind of vibe. Or if you take like Mont Blanc Starwalker, that gets touted as like a niche version of, this gets touted as a niche version of Starwalker. I could definitely see that, but there's a lot more going on. This is more mature. This is a little bit more. Um, it's got some florals in it, got some iris and some carnation in it, but the main players are going to be like the tea, the lavender, some aldehydes, the musk. It's like stuff like that. So I only did like 3 or 4 sprays on this. This is actually has some really good longevity. Um, so wearing it out the shower, I was kind of like, I shouldn't wear this out the shower, but it's so damn fresh, and my wife loves this one. So Wednesday night out the shower, Bvlgari Pour Homme, the original. Check that one out. Moving into Thursday, um, I had some Zaharoff samples, and I've smelled Signature Noir before, and I don't have a bottle. I just threw in the sample because I wanted to like revisit it. But that's what I wore. I wore Signature Noir. Just had a little sample. I sprayed heavy too. This smells almost identical to Signature Pour Homme, but it's a little bit more um, smooth. In a tad bit darker. It's not as fougere-ish. But this is pretty much one of their most popular offerings. I know a lot of the Zaharoff uh, Zed Lounge group is a big fan. It's one of their favorites in the line, the Noir Flanker. Um, Came out 5 years ago. Just really good, man. Like it still maintains the DNA. It's got that like the oud and the frankincense and the myrrh and all that stuff, but it kind of freshens it up a little bit. It's got, coriander. It's got some ginger. I mean, it's tweaked a bit, but honestly, to me, it smells very, very similar to Signature Pour Homme. Signature Pour Homme is a little bit stronger and it's thicker and it's got, heavier smoke and stuff. But this one is kind of smoother to me, a little bit more tame, a little bit more signature scent kind of worthy. Like, they all have the signature name in it, but I'm just saying, like, the wearability might be a little bit more mass appealing to a lot. Like easier than Signature Pour Homme, but again, they're both awesome. Was really nice to revisit this during the day. Had a couple compliments from it. So Thursday during the day, Signature Noir from Zaharoff, and then out to shower. I haven't worn this one in a while. This one does give me Versace Mano Fresh vibes. It's very heavy citruses and lemon up top. It's from Dunhill. It's Dunhill Driven. This is some good stuff. It's kind of got this like citrusy minty vibe up top. But it's got the black pepper, it's got some green apple, some lemon, Italian lemon, some juniper, there's slight juniper in here, some sage, and Broxton, teak wood, and vetiver. This is good. But it's giving me like a fresh minty vibe. You would think there's like geranium or something in here, but there's not. I think it might be the sage kind of giving that green minty vibe, along with maybe the juniper. I'm not too sure, but that's exactly what I get. Again, this stuff has some staying power as well. It's got some longevity to it, so yeah. Dunhill Driven. That's what I wore out the shower Thursday night. Check that one out. This was a rack store find, by the way. Also, I'm just noticing that like everything's mirrored differently. So hopefully this doesn't come out backwards, but if it does, I'm sorry. But yeah, I bought this a couple years back at the rack store, TJ Maxx. It was like $15. This is a steal for this thing. So check that one out. Dunhill Driven. The EDT. It's not the EDP. This is the EDT. I should have probably mentioned it before, but check that one out. Moving into Friday. Haven't worn this in a while. I mean, I talked about Versace Dylan Blue's granddaddy, so we may as well talk about Versace Dylan Blue. I was just in the mood for it. I haven't worn it in a while, and it's right front and center in my collection. Oh man, it's a blue fragrance through and through. It's got that Sauvage kind of DNA, but like it does its own thing. Heavy grapefruit up top, aquatic notes, heavy ambroxan, a little smoky in the dry down, a little musky. It's got some saffron for some spice. I only have a little bit left. I think it's like down to here, but most likely we'll get another bottle when this runs out for sure. Yeah, I think I have like 15 milliliters left of this. So, what's to talk about with this that hasn't been said before? This is a wonderful Hall of Fame worthy freshie. I know some of you guys hate this fragrance. I had a comment like a month or so ago being like, oh, I had to turn it off once I knew, Dylan Blue was in. It was like, okay, well, a lot of people like this fragrance, and that's okay, or it should be okay. But yeah, we're just on Friday. Went nose blind to it like an hour into it, and then it like throughout the day, I got wafts of it. But yeah, man, this is some really good stuff. This is a tester. I forgot this is a tester. The lettering, the stuff's up here, but yeah, man, classic, timeless, such a good one. Wore that Friday, Versace Dylan Blue. Wore that on Friday during the day, and then Friday night, I kind of did a layering combo. Friday nights, dinner's TBD Friday, to be determined, and I don't really shower at night on Friday. It's usually, my wife and I just hang out, we lounge around, and then I'll just put whatever I want on. And I layered. I went with Zaharoff Signature Tabac, and I layered it with leather Tabac. My wife is obsessed with this. I don't like that I wear it like to bed, you know, some nights that she wants me to wear it. This shit is so strong, guys. This is the original formulation of it because George had to reformulate it due to taking the birch tar note out. So this is the original, like heavy, smoky, just animalic leather, and just it's a banger. This is not for the faint of heart. It's very daring. You only need 2 or 3 sprays of this, honestly. You do more than maybe 4, you're going to choke someone out and you're going to have to wash your clothes because it's not going to come off. This is really thick stuff. Look how dark that juice is. Looks like a bottle of Jack Daniels, doesn't it? Look at that. That's a badass motherfucker right there. Pardon my French. It's a badass bottle. And this is to be worn by badasses. If you like leather and tobacco and you want something smoky and just something super masculine and rugged, this is it. Leather tobacco, and again, not taking any star power away from this. This came out before leather tobacco. This one's very aromatic. I think you can wear this one all year round. It's kind of sweet. It's got a little bit of like a honey kind of vibe to it. I think there's some booze in there, some like rum, um, cognac. Oh man, it's just like a wet, earthy tobacco. It's really good stuff. I was smelling very, very good. It was snowing out Friday. Our weather's been very, very bipolar. Now it's in the 60s today. So if I sound a little weird, my sinuses have been a little bit. I got like a post nasal drip kind of vibe going on today. I woke up feeling kind of shitty, um, but yeah, that's what I wore Friday night. I wore Zaharoff Signature Tabac and layered it with like 2 sprays of leather tobacco. Check those out. Get your nose on them. Moving into Saturday, had band practice all day. It was a good time. We jammed quite a few songs. I'm still a little sore. I was playing drums for like 4 hours straight. Yeah, we put in some work for sure, and we're sounding pretty good. So I got a show in May. I'll post some clips and stuff so you kind of be a little cool thing to share with you guys. It's another part of my life. Music um, is a huge part of my life. So I love playing drums and get some aggression out. But Saturday band practice, just wanted something versatile, something clean and fresh, and you know, just damn good. Loewe 7 Cobalt. Made my list video last week of the um, long-lasting, versatile fragrances all year round. You can wear this all year round. Blue de Chanel Dior 2020. That's exactly what I get out of this. It's got slight smokiness. There's some frankincense in there. Black currant, some pink pepper, some sage, some vetiver. I mean, this is some really good stuff. It doesn't smell identical to Blue de Chanel Eau de Parfum. A lot of people were saying it was. I'm not getting that whatsoever. Blue de Chanel Eau de Parfum is a little sweeter. This one's a little bit more musky and kind of gentleman type of cleanliness vibe to it. So, yeah, man, I was heating up and I was smelling this. I was smelling pretty good. So Saturday during the day, Loewe 7 Cobalt. That's what I wore during the day at band practice. And then at night, I went with my old faithful out the shower fragrance. It's a blue fragrance. It's a Zaharoff, signature Seraphim Blue. fresh, aquatic, a little powdery, musky, kind of tropical. It's got a eucalyptus kind of minty vibe, fresh minty powdery kind of vibe to it. It's got some iris in it, some coconut water, coconut note. It gives it like a smoothness. It doesn't give it like a sunscreen vibe whatsoever. It just kind of adds a, like a tropical nuance to it. Apple up top gives it like a bite. And then just, some musk. God, I think there's like a seaweed note or something. It's like a kelp note. Just really good, man. Again, I had a bar of the Old Spice Sure Is Nice, which smells probably 85% similar to Seraphim Blue. So I was smelling good. I took a nice long hot shower. I just washed the day off, took my time. I was smelling so damn good Saturday night. And I was really tired. So, yeah, nice and relaxing fragrance. So, get your nose on this. I talk about this one a lot. Same with the Seraphim Red. Check this one out. Get your nose on it. Seraphim Blue from Zaharoff. Check that out. And then on Sunday, I actually didn't wear anything during the day. Yesterday was a little bit stressful. I'm not going to get any specifics, but I kind of had a tough day mentally. And so I didn't really wear anything during the day, but at night, my wife wanted me to wear this one. Definitely not something to wear out the shower, but wear whatever you want out the shower. But I had a couple sprays of this. Sunday night, I went with Dumont Elysium. Heavy juniper berry, some cedar. There's some nice earthy tobacco in this. A little powdery. It's got some ambergris. Really good, man. This is supposed to be a clone of Montebaco Verano Intensivo. Great sprayer. Oh, man. Some masculine stuff, man. Very bright. You get the juniper hit. And then you get the leather. There's some leather in there, the cedar and sandalwood. But that tobacco is very earthy and very just makes this so damn masculine, but it's not like rugged masculine. It's like a fresh masculine tobacco fragrance. I wouldn't even pull the trigger on Montebaco Verano. Obviously, the quality is going to be higher. But man, I don't need that if I have this. I get like 12 hours on this. Highly recommend that you get your nose on it. I don't know if you can sample it. I'm sure you can somewhere. If Dumont Nitro had their whole discovery set, I'm sure you can find something with the Solario line. Even though there's only 3 fragrances in the Solario line: Oros, Epic, and Elysium, and I have all 3. And they're all clones. But man, my wife really likes this one. She was addicted to this last night. I had like 3 sprays on, which was more than enough because it gives off that musky kind of vibe. So, yeah, wore that out the shower. Again, I didn't wear anything during the day, but Sunday night I wore Dumont Solario Elysium. And that's it. That's my Sunners of the week. Again, I got a lot of badass smelling stuff I had this week. A lot of the out the shower stuff is not out the shower appropriate. So, but yeah, let me know if you have any of these. Again, I kind of revisited some, tried some new, Zaharoff Forum Extreme. I'm not going to like everything. It's not a bad fragrance. It's just that oud is just not, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It may be over time. When you spend time with stuff, you start to, and then you step back away from it and then revisit it like a while later, you're going to like it. So again, I'll spend more time with it, but I'm not going to get a full bottle whatsoever in the near future. So, but that's okay. I have most of Zaharoff's offerings, and I'm not going to hate a fragrance because it's like when people say, "Oh, this fragrance sucks." It's like saying, "Well, Nickelback sucks." No, they don't suck. They're good at what they do. You just don't like it. It's not your style. It's not your thing. It's not your bread and butter. You know, you can compare that with music. You can compare that with art. You can compare that with basically anything. It's subjective. You know, I've smelled some things that people were just like hyped up, you know, hyped up to the max, and I smell it and I'm like, ew. It's not a bad fragrance. It's just not something that I gravitate towards. So it's okay. We all got to be honest with that. So I don't want people saying, oh, Versace Dylan Blue sucks, or, you know, Dunhill Driven is a stupid, you know, it's for broke people or whatnot. It's like, no, dude, it smells good. If I like it, I'm going to wear it. I ain't going to put a gun to your head and tell you to wear it. So just wanted to like shed some light on there, because sometimes I'll see that in this internet community. Y'all need to touch some grass, man. Like, get out and smell the freaking roses outside and not, you know, be glued to this shit. So, anywho, I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know what your rotation is. Let me know what you're wearing. Let me know if you have any of these. If you like them, if you're not a fan of them, let me know. And I hope, again, I'll be back on the next video, and I hope everyone stays safe and is healthy. And you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe. What? And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cologne said so. Take care, guys. Have a good one.